What's going on, people? Today we are talking about custom text in Tinkercad. As you can see, we have a couple custom texts that I've brought in here that we can put these onto our designs and make them holes, whatever we want to do. So the reason that we're making this video is because this text feature that we have in Tinkercad only gives us these four options that make it kind of difficult to customize the text that we want on our actual designs. So I'm going to show you a quick and easy way in order to get custom text in here, import it in, and kind of choose any design that you want. So the first thing we're going to do is make our way over to a website that is going to allow us to create an SVG in order to import this. So let's do that. So now we're over on the website maketext.io. So if you guys cannot see that, that is going to be right here, maketext.io. And this is going to allow us to create custom text, export it out of this website in an SVG to be able to import into Tinkercad. So in order to do this, I'm just going to type in custom text, and then we're going to click make text cooler. So type in whatever you want, your company name, or maybe your name, or maybe you're putting your name on your designs, whatever it is, and then click make text cooler. Okay. All of these designs down here, they don't really matter because when we export it as an SVG, it's not going to have any of this custom look to it. So all we're concerned with is the font. So all we're going to do is come up here to the top and we're going to click choose font. And then this allows us to scroll through all the built-in fonts on here that are all open fonts, which means that we can use them in our design without any repercussions. And we are going to choose one of these fonts in order to import into Tinkercad. So I'm just going to choose a random one here. Let's choose this Titan 1. And then it's going to change it to that font for us, which is perfect. And then all I'm going to do is click this first custom text, first logo here. It doesn't really matter what it is. And then it gives us the option to download as an SVG or a PNG. So in order to make this a 3D printable text, what we're going to do is download as an SVG. And when we click that, it's going to give us a generated image, show us what it's going to look like, and then click download. And it's going to download in the top right corner of our Google Chrome. So now that we have that, we can close this and we can make our way back over to Tinkercad. Now that we're back over in Tinkercad, what we're going to be doing is importing that SVG that we just downloaded. So I'm going to click import up here. And then you can either go to the top right of your Chrome and then hit the downloads and drag it over here, or you could click choose a file and go to your downloads location and then drag that text file in. So I'm going to drag that over here. And what it's going to do is it's going to give us a preview of the text, and then it's going to tell us how large that import's going to be. So because we could resize this in Tinkercad, we want to scale this down so it doesn't take a long time to import, because we could deal with the sizing once it's actually in here. So I go by a 20% scale usually. That gives us kind of a quick import time and allows us to resize it and change anything we need to once it's in here. So I'm going to click import, and then this should take a couple seconds in order to actually bring in the text. And now we have our custom text built into Tinkercad. So once we get this in here, I could resize it to whatever I want. I can make this a whole even. So if I want to cut this out of something, I could do that. And then one of the things that came up when I was first testing this tool out was making these multi-line, which is the one downfall of using that website, is that there really is no way to create a multi-line text. So if I wanted this word text below here, I would actually need to export custom as an SVG and export text as an SVG, and then import both of those into here in order to actually create a custom text with multiple elements. So There is one downfall, right? We are going to take more time while we're importing those different files, but this allows us to quickly and easily bring in custom text without having to go through different programs or download things or, convert things, which is pretty common when we're dealing with Tinkercad. So hopefully you guys create some awesome text files with this idea, and good luck out there.